All right, AET 15, welcome back to drawing 3. Okay, we're going to go ahead and create the drawing now. You'll notice up here, I have my 4 layers, my hatch, my hidden, my dimensions, and my outline. We're going to start with the outline. What we're going to do is we're going to draw this portion right up here. Okay, take the outline, kind of have to take dimensions off of all parts of the drawing to make this happen. So we're going to start. Got the outline selected as the layer that I'm drawing in. I draw my first line. Okay. Like I said, you've got to use some information from all around the drawing. You're going to have to use a little bit of math here to make this happen. So it takes a little bit kind of to get used to, but you guys, I'm sure you guys can figure it out. So okay. And as we start out, we just want to draw the basic shape. Hey guys, we're gonna, any of the details or anything else that we need to do, we'll do next. We just, for right now, want to get the basic shape down. Okay, so there we have the basic shape of this item. Okay, we've got to do a few more things. So I'm going to draw it so it looks like this top item here. And then actually what we're going to move on to is then we'll actually take a copy to create the lower drawing. But I'm going to get this one correct. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it some corners here. Okay, we're going to set our radius. 0.50. We'll fill it here and here. Here and here. Okay. We're going to take a line. Draw a couple more lines in here. Okay, so these lines here, what they're going to do is they're actually going to snap onto the end point of the straight line where it touches the line for the fillet. Okay. Okay, so now we have the basic outline of this portion drawn. Okay, now we can do the hidden lines. Okay, so we're going to take some dimensions here off of the other portions of the drawing. I'm going to switch my layer to hidden. Okay, and one thing I'm going to do here, I could go from the midpoint here, go in, do an offset, but what I'm going to do is I know that this cavity here within the drawing is 1.5 inches based on this drawing over here. So what I'm actually going to do, because I know the dimensions of this is 3, I'm just going to draw a short line up 0.75. I'm going to draw this line over 5, 1.5, and this line back to here. Okay, and I'll take and delete that. All right, so that we got that done. Okay, so now we have another inlet on this end as well. Okay, this one actually has a bore of 1 1/4, which again happens to be half of this. So what I'll do is I'll actually come up here 5/8 of an inch, just like I did on the last one. So let me draw that. Now remember, I can type 5/8, hit enter, it'll do what I need to do. The depth on that is 1.25. Okay, guys, here's where it gets a little tricky. I have to math a little bit. So if I drew a straight line right here, so this is going to be hard for you guys to see. If I drew a straight line here, it's 180 degrees, okay? So 180 minus 120 gives us 60. So it's 30 degrees here on either one of these, okay? So it's 30 here, 120 over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to draw a line. I'm going to give it an arbitrary length of 4. I'm going to hit tab. I'm going to enter my degrees as 120. Hit enter. Okay. Okay. One other thing I'm going to do here, kind of creating some layout lines here. Well, actually, let me show you another function. Another thing that we can do here with the lines is we can go to draw here. We can go to construction lines. Construction lines they give us the opportunity to make this line, this infinite line across there. And I'm going to change the layer that that's in just so it's a little easier to read. Okay. And then now I can go ahead and finish this. So come down 5/8 again, go back 1.25 inches. And then now I zoom in. Now I can just go to where it intersects. It's at the correct dimensions. Okay. We'll do a quick little trim here. Select this as our boundary. Trim that. Okay. Okay, now we have the basics of this drawing. One other thing we need to do is if we look, there's a hole right here on the drawing. So what we'll do, this is real easy. We'll use our construction line as a base. This is going to go back to outline. It's not hidden. So we're going to go from here. We have our dimensions, 2.5. Okay. And then that's centered there. So that hole is a 3/8 hole. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to do a D enter, 3/8. And then we can go ahead and just delete that line there. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna take it to that point. And then we've got threads that we've got to put into those holes. Okay. So the threads are nothing more than an array that's created within this area. So we're using a rectangular array as opposed to a polar or a path array. So these are fairly easy to do. But I think I'm going to do the threads in a separate video just for time's sake. So we can draw our other drawing out here. For this cross section, I'm going to do this in radius 1.5. Okay. And then off this construction line, over here 0.75. Okay, so I have to draw this part here. And I'm going to delete that little unwanted line. Okay. Okay, again, we're going to use our tab function here, create these lines. Oops. Better remember to math. $35. Do the same thing down here. Okay, we'll do a little trim. Okay. Now then the last thing we need to do is we need to fill this area here with the crosshatch. To do that, we're going to come up to this button in the top left. It says hatch. We're going to click on it. Oh, hang on. Let me go back to the home ribbon. I forgot to do something here. Need to make sure we switch layers now because we want to be in the hatch layer. And we just pick our area to hatch. Okay. There we go. Okay, now that this portion of the drawing is complete, we can delete the construction line. Okay. So now what we want to do is we are going to create a copy of this. So we're going to go up here to the copy function. I'm going to select the object's copy, just drag a box around it, and hit enter. Pick a base point for the copy. Come straight down, hit enter. Okay. Now, if we look at the drawing at the bottom, this is actually drawn as a cross section. And so I think I'm going to do a third video for the threads, the dimensioning, and putting in the section lines. So let's just get the basic drawing done. So now we're just going to delete a few things that we have in here. So we're going to delete these lines here that I'm clicking on. So we're going to delete those. We are going to change a few line types. Oh, I missed a couple of my layout deletes here. Okay, let me take care of those real quick. Okay, now we're going to change some layers here. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to click on these lines right there. I'm going to change those to the outline layer. Okay, the other thing that we want to do, we're going to take a line from the center point of this, go directly straight up. Oh, and again, I'm in the wrong layer. Okay, we're going to go to outline. We're going to do an offset here. Our dimension is going to be 3/16, half of 3/8. All right. Delete that. These two lines we're going to change the layer on. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. It looks like I did too many deletes here. Okay, so we're just going to go back here. We're going to draw something one more time. So 7.5, 5, 1.5, back to here. Okay. Okay, we can delete this circle now. We don't need that. I'm going to do a quick little trim here. Select this border, hit enter. Okay, how did I do that here? Okay, guys, it seems I've made a little error here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do a copy again. I'm going to copy these 5 lines. Not quite sure how this happened. That's all right, we can fix it. So now I'm going to select all these lines that are hatched right now, or hidden, and I'm going to change them to an outline. Okay. All right, so we got the basics of that done. Now we can change our layer to the hatch layer, and we can hatch in on that. Okay. Okay, now we'll move some of our edits over here to this circle here. So we want to delete the hatching. So we don't need the hatch there. We need to add a few circles though. So we're going to take this, well, we're going to select the outline, and we're going to select circle. Come over here to the center of the circle. Now we're going to switch to diameter, 2.5, enter. We'll hit enter again. Same spot. We have a circle. Going to do diameter, enter again, 1.5, enter. Okay. One last circle. A diameter, enter, 1.25. Okay. Okay, so this kind of looks like a little bit of a mess that we have here. But don't worry, guys. I will clear it up for you. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to select this here, this, 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 and this. Those are all going to become hidden lines. Those are items that we know are there, but we can't see from the view that we have. And then we'll also create our little channel for the for the bolt. So I'll create that right now. Do an offset again. Okay. Delete this center line. Okay, gonna trim. Select my areas to trim. Okay, this one here is just gonna be a delete. Delete. Okay. So now we've got that done. Like I said, I'm gonna hold off on doing the hatch until the third video. I'm gonna create a construction line again though. For a real simple reason here. We're again gonna copy. We're gonna copy all this right here. We're gonna hit enter. My base point's gonna be right here at the center. And that will be my other drawing over here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and delete my construction line. I don't need it anymore. I'm just going to zoom in on this circle here. A few things. These lines here are going to get deleted. Okay. Now we're just going to be changing some line types here. Okay, so this circle now we'll see from the back here. So that's going to be an outline. This circle here now will actually be hidden, this smallest one. That's going to change to hidden. This circle here as well will be hidden. Okay. So now where it stands, you know, that was fairly quick. Now we got the drawing done, guys. So go ahead and we want to get this done. This drawing, you guys have 2 weeks on to complete. I'll be posting the due date up on Canvas. But let's get to this point, and then in the third video, I will demonstrate the process for adding in the dimensions as well as the arrays, the rectangular arrays for the threads. And we'll actually create those threads just once for each one of them and do a few copies and just changes of layers. So, all right, guys, good luck on this. If you have any issues or questions, please let me know. Have a good day.